Alright, today is a day after the card show recap, and just still a little tired from that and some other things that was going on, but I wanted to get through some mail that came in, and then I want to try to get through the packs, because I hate having packs sealed for longer than necessary. And I know I should have bought more of these, but I didn't really think about Series 2 Stadium Come Baseball from '94. I also cannot find my binder currently, and so I will not be able to give you any updates on what cards I need or which ones are duplicates, and maybe I'll throw some autograph request cards in there. There might be only one or two in that binder that's signed, and so I had set that aside, not needing it for anything for a while, so I don't know where that is. So the mail came in yesterday, and I wanted to show you a few things that came in. I don't know if I have all of it here. Some of these were from, I think they were Rich In Deals. It's like Rich and then In Deals. I believe that's what the seller's name is. And I got one autograph request. One of them also came from this Rich Gove Collectibles, and I believe it's these two cards here. There's another Gene Green with the clouds in the background, and there is another Johnny Blanchard with clouds in the background there. I may currently stick with the vintage cards there, but we will see how far I want to progress that, because I don't want to, there's just not, pictures and cards for everything. Then I picked up 2 lots of Canadian stamps because I thought I would try to do a couple of autograph requests, and I didn't look at these quite yet. I don't know exactly what the postage for Canada is, but I think I got a fair deal, and these are all unused blocks of 4, so there's 4 15s there, so I can kind of work my way up to that one there. And I wanted some larger amounts. There's some 35s there that look pretty nice. Unfortunately my book may not be new enough to support or use some of these. And another sheet of those. Again, you can use these as long as you have the right amount there. And let's see what we got here. I want to see if I can make sure I got the right. There were some stamps I really wanted. These, I believe, are $2 stamps. So I think that might actually be enough there. That might actually be enough. One each of those, I think. I'll have to double check and see what the actual rate is. It's kind of hard to go backwards and figure out. And there's some more of those. And then I got a similar looking, and again, some of these older ones, like this 8-cent one here, that might just be better served to be putting in my stamp collection. And again, that's another binder I have since misplaced. And then here is packet number 2. And the seller didn't have a hugely great feedback rating, but that's because there's bozos that like to ruin sellers' reputations on eBay. So that's unfortunate, but that's what happens. And it came, in relatively good time all the way from Florida. I may order some more of those. This is the biggest item I got, and again, from Rich In Deals. And there's David Waddle, and I want to get that sent out. I thought I had a Sports Illustrated with him on it, but I'll try to get this one sent out. It can't be used in the envelopes I currently use, so I like this one here going out to Raisel Iglesias. He needs more than 16 cents of stamps on there, so I'll put them over here, I guess. Cover up some of that extra stuff there, but that one will be going out soon, hopefully. Now, the other cards I got here, if I can get to them here, I think there was a whopping 8 cards. I got everything out of the envelope here. 2, 3, I'm not sure where the other cards are. I thought I had them all here, but we will do the best we can. Maybe they got in TTM envelopes, but I doubt it. Here's an Olympic card of Michael Gostigian. There's that one, Michael Gostigian, so I'm going to get that one signed, hopefully. Then we're going to try something different here because, again, I like to get cards from all over the place. This is Cassandra Salvaggio, and it's one of these bench warmer type cards, which I don't really, go after. But, again, I was trying to find an extra card to get the deal in there, so funny card there. I know Tony R619 would probably appreciate that one there. And we have Burton Cummings, and he was from the Guess Who. And then he had a solo career, and I think his big hit was Stand Tall. I have that on vinyl record. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? But yeah, Burton Cummings is a celebrated Canadian there. So, and he is on the Winnipeg Jets. I guess that's what that was back then. I don't know what it is now, but anyway, I believe that's what it is. He is a celebrity captain. I don't know. Anyway, there he was. And then this one here is going to go to Sweden if I could find the other card. My problem is that I get too many half projects started and don't finish. And so I need to find the other one of this. This was, I can't remember his name right now. This one is Kenneth Anderson. And this is I think the German language edition of this one. You will not be able to see that from what I show you here. Or maybe it's the French. I just don't really remember which edition that is. But there's like 3 or 4 or even 5 different language variations on these Upper Deck World Cup cards there. So there's that one there. Then we have Valerie Perrin as Eve. I thought I maybe got 2 cards of her, but I don't know. And I think she signs. So I didn't have that one there. It was very cheap. And then we have an Olympic card that I did not have, Madeline Manning, and I think she's getting quite up there in age there, so I thought I would get that one out to her. I don't think I have her autograph. The M&M's ones are harder to find. And then there's like a chain of command there. There's M&M's. I'm sorry, there's the regular ones that we always see. And then there's the M&M's ones, and then there's like 7-Eleven. I don't know. It's a mess. How many are out there? So and then you got the ones that you cut out the box from Hostess, and I think there's even a rarer one than that. And then I got one TTM, which I tried to save the envelope here. This is from Tampa, Florida, and I got 3 of 3 from Ross Grimsley. Now, I've had this card for a long time, so Ross Grimsley, I don't know why I didn't get that out to him, but very good signer there. So Ross Grimsley, try to get my hand out of the way there. Ross Grimsley 73 tops. Then we have Ross Grimsley 75 tops. So that's always good to get a 75. And then a much later edition of Ross Grimsley for the Augusta. Oh my gosh. He's a pitching coach for Augusta. I can't read. When they do the script and stuff like that and try to, the fonts were designed for a larger print there, but he was some sort of manager coach for, minor leagues back in the 90s, early 2000s there. This is from 2007, Grandstand maybe. So there is that one there. So a hard card to find there. I don't remember exactly how I got that one. That eBay guy that, everybody used to get from that one there. Now let's do the packs here because we're already at 7 minutes here. So we got 5 of these to open here. And we try to do it on camera like this so there's no, switcheroos of the cards there. Now, do I want to save the wrapper? It's quite possible I might. But again, if they're going to rip weird, then all bets are off here. And just hopefully they're not stuck or what we call bricked together. And looks like we got Wizard right here. No, we don't. We have John Roper. I thought that was Ozzie Smith, but we have John Roper. This is what I call the Dymo label set here. John Roper. Then we have Kevin Robertson. Again, a lot of these names you may not know. There's Kevin Rogers. Jose Bautista. Little sticking there, but not much. Jose Bautista. And we have, okay, so we have a gold. I think there was a gold maybe in each pack. So there's some sort of gold, I guess. I forgot about that. I should have gotten all the ones he had of this. And then we have, wow! These are the super hard to find first day issues. I got a first day of Frank Castillo. It doesn't matter what those are. They're usually between $1 and $5 per card, so I've already got my money back on this whole lot here. Robin, and I can't remember if there were 1 or 2 of those per box, but Robin Ventura, big name there. And I always enjoyed this set because there were lots of parallels, and Tito Navarro. So there was plenty of things for everybody in this one here. Hilly Hathaway, I know I have that one. Wilson Alvarez, I'm almost certain I have that one. But again, where my binder is anybody's guess. And again, some of them are sticking together just a little bit here. Tony Castillo. I don't know what the first day issues are going for. Manny Ramirez. We have John Kruk, and we also have Chad Kruder. So there's that one there. So that first pack was really good, and a lot of cards per pack. I'm going to try to go faster here, but it's just not easy, you know, when you want to be super careful. And again, you have to know how to open packs, because you can watch all kinds of people ripping open packs and having struggle. Again, I might save one for my binder, but not worry about corners there. This one's got a crease in it, but Jeff King getting some eye black, you know, applied. Again, it's frustrating. They're backwards and forwards. And so we have Mike Morgan, gold, or whatever you want to call it. And then we have Dave Stewart stretching. I don't know where he could sign that card there, but you can imagine where that might be autographed if he was still alive. I think Dave Stewart has since passed away. Geronimo Pena, nice multi, there's two of them, I guess. Again, these packs were shuffled around in my bag. Ken Griffey, Dugout Dirt. What would I do with that one there? There's probably a lot of old retired, I'm getting Jose Bautista a lot, it sounds like. I don't know, that name is coming up a bunch. Then we have a Barry Bonds with a dented corner here, but again, these packs have been around a while, and they were shuffled around in my bag. And we have Andre Dawson, that's a good one there. Oh, my arm! I don't know why, it's just so unused to Devon White. He's barely on the card there, but that's okay. Scott Liddy, L-Y-D-Y, Scott Liddy, I don't know if he signs. Again, this is a good opportunity for me to review these because I haven't thought about these in years. And we have Ray Lankford, Ryan Bowen, and Ken Ryan. 3 more packs left. Oh my gosh, I should have thought this over when I was trying to figure out how to get these open. I think I figured out the magic now here. We got Andreas Galarraga right here, an award winner, and that's just a base card there, I believe, yeah. Okay, we got Cal Eldred, and there's our gold card for the pack there. Just nice, you know, design set there. Dave Magadan. A lot of people didn't like it, but you know what? If this was like made yesterday, you know, for this year, and they never had this design before, people really would have loved it. And it was just ahead of their time. There's an award winners card there. People don't really care for these, but they're a numbered subset. There's all kinds of crazy subsets in this here. Jay Buhner, so I double check if I need that for my Buhner collection. There's a Griffey. I'm already hitting, you know, fire in this stuff here. You know, we're at Jayhawk Owens there. Don't remember if he signs or not. Mackie Sasser, that's a name of the past. Oral Hershiser. Get this one unstuck here. If I don't need it, I have a friend that would need that. He's playing with the turf. That's always a good one there. We've got Dwayne Ward, and I don't remember if he still signs or not. We got Brent Maine and Randy Johnson for the Mariners PC, I guess. Cool, that's there. 2 more packs here. It's kind of fun to open, but you know, it's as fun as it is, it's gone in a flash, and like, oh darn, you know. So I'm glad I'm not a pack addict anymore. It's almost more of a chore in some cases, because then I have to figure out what to do with all the wrappers and stuff. There's Candy Maldonado. We're at 14 minutes almost. We have, again, these are so thin. We have Greg Harris, John Patterson, and I know I needed tons of the gold. If I had remembered, there's Lance Blankenship. We have a Bonds, Dugout Dirt, Bonds card there. So, you know, the inserts are coming pretty frequently. We have Todd Zeal. He's been off and on signing, I guess, I think. I don't think I ever got him. Carlos Quintana. So a lot of people are just, there's Bill Wirtz. Kind of very indicative of the old, you know, uniforms from all the movies, you know, Charlie Sheen movies. Steve Finley. Oh, man. What a chore. There's Lou Frazier. Some sort of landscape card autographing for people or whatever. I'm not sure who Lou Frazier is, but anyway. Derek May. And we have Mike Benjamin, and one more card stuck to Mike Benjamin, and that is a very beat up Mark Hutton. So some sort of MLB debut card. Lots of damage to the bottom there. Last pack here. Oh man. As fun as it is, these are hard to open. Again, a lot of mine, I think, I don't remember if I got them all in pack form or what happened back in the day. It's been so long. But I have, you know, a good fraction of the set. It just, Again, I don't remember which series was the best one. There's Scott Cooper. Again, we're going to get a lot of duplicates here. We got Kirk Reuter, our Reuter, for our gold card here. Ryan Thompson. I don't know what the stars. There's the Frank Thomas with applying the eye black there. We have one of these here, ML Debut, and these are just, you know, ads or insert cards there, but promoting the set there. But again, these are considered part of the set, and there's just crazy tons of those. And we have Mark Langston. We have a Glavin Quick Start or something like that. So again, lots of cool inserts in this set here. Glavin Quick Start. There is a Gary Gaetti, John Patterson, Tom Browning is stuck to. There's Tom Browning. A little bit of, I don't think there's any paper loss there much. There's a line on it. Next to Brett Barbary. And we're down to our last two cards here. We have Mo Vaughn fumbling into second base or something like that. And then we have Willie Blair. So I'll have to look up if any of those people sign and if they're upgrades to my set or whatever, and I'll give you an update when I can find those. So fun little rip there, nothing valuable. But again, you know, if you find those in some sort of value box, you're going to be paying way more than $1 a pack. That was a great deal. He sold some packs, but he should have sold every one of them because there was almost nobody that had any packs there. None. There were Pokemon packs, you know, $5 and up. There were all kinds of who knows what. I mean, I don't know. But sports packs, there might have been some newer stuff, but did I see anybody with new product around? No. I mean, Chris can probably confirm that he didn't see too much in the way of sealed product. So that's about it for the packs and the stuff that came in the mail. And I'm sure there's the Goodwill stuff that I forgot to show and a few other things. But that's for today, and thank you for watching.